guys, and welcome to another episode of Remy's Apprentice. Today we'll be making the Salmon and Egg Bagel from Kringla Bakeri in the Norway Pavilion of Epcot. One of my favorite recipes until they started putting it on rye bread. Definitely not the same. So first we will be salt curing a fillet of sashimi grade salmon, preferably Norwegian, with 1 cup of coarse sea salt and the rind of 3 peeled lemons. Spread half salt on the plastic wrap before placing salmon on top, then spreading the rest on top of that. Add lemon peel, place weight on top, and allow to cure in the refrigerator for 3 days. Now as you can see, I placed a cutting board on top to even the weight. So 3 days should give you something that looks like this, then rinse with cold water and place back in refrige until ready for carving. Next we have our cream cheese. Start by squeezing a fresh lemon into a bowl and adding 4 cups of milk to a medium-sized pot before bringing to a simmer, adding 2 ounces of lemon juice and allowing it to boil for 12 to 15 minutes or until milk becomes curdled. Then place a cheesecloth over a strainer before straining curds, then squeezing cheesecloth until 70% of the way has drained. As you can see, I had to add a teaspoon or 2 of milk to mine because of how dry I made it. Add mixture to a food processor before adding 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons oregano, and a half teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Blend, cover in a bowl, and place in refrigerator for 3 hours. Next we have our everything bagels. I like a chewy bagel that has a thick flavor, so start with 1.5 cups of 95-degree water before adding 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast and allow it to bloom. Add 4 cups of bread flour to a stand mixer before adding 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Make sure yeast blooms before adding to stand mixer with dough hook. Pour out remnants of your mixture, get rid of the extra flakes, and knead until you have a smooth ball before adding to a greased down bowl, covering and allowing it to proof for 1 hour. When 1 to 1.5 hours are complete, remove dough from the bowl and divide into 8 portions. After that, form portions into balls and stick your finger through the center of each one, creating a hole that's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter. Next, we want to cover and allow to rise for no longer than 10 minutes before bringing 1/4 gallon water to a simmer, adding 2 tablespoons of honey and 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda to raise the pH for a beautiful brown color. Boil bagels on each side for 1 minute before removing and egg washing. Next, add 1 tablespoon of onion flakes, 1 tablespoon garlic flake, 2 tablespoons sesame seed, 2 tablespoons poppy seed, and a half teaspoon kosher salt to a bowl before adding to the top of our egg wash, then placing in a 425-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, removing and placing on rack for 10 to 15 minutes. And there we go. Slice some red onion, dill, boil an egg to your preference, and dress up your bagel. And I must say that these bagels did not last 1 day, everyone devoured them. The fish and the cream cheese are for a rich palate, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. Please like, subscribe, leave some feedback, and until next time, cheers.